Hey everybody, John from Black Belt Auto Detailing here with you today. We're going to be taking a look at a little bit of our paint correction process. The customer actually did not originally request any kind of paint correction, but upon arriving for the detail, we took a look at the condition of the vehicle and found that there were some pretty gnarly scratches on the hood, which I'll put on the screen now. Customer actually didn't even know that they were there because they just don't drive the car very often and just never noticed. But when they saw them, they asked if there was anything that could be done. I suggested a potential one-step correction, maybe two. We discussed the options, and they decided to go with a one-step. I told them I'd do the best I could, and we'd see how things would go. They agreed, so we decided to move forward. So you can see we've masked off a little section here. I'm just setting up to do a little bit of a test run with some different compounds and pads and see what is going to give me the best result for this paint. It's best to keep in mind whenever you're approaching a paint correction of any type that not every paint, not every car is going to necessitate the same exact polish, same pads, same process. You might prefer a rotary versus a DA versus a rotary, etc., etc. So there's lots of variables to keep in mind. So it's always best to do a test spot before you finalize your process on any given vehicle. So we went ahead and got some polish on our Eurofiber pad from Buff and Shine. We're going with a little bit of 3D1 all-in-one polish and compound, and we are attached to an Adams 9mm swirl killer here. So we're just going through our process. This video is sped up for your own sake, and we just went ahead and did our first few passes just to get an idea of what we're looking at. And now we're doing a little bit of a wipe down. I always do a wipe down with a little bit of rinseless damp towel and then a dry towel. Alright, so a little bit better, but I can do a lot. I can do a lot better, I think. Well, you heard the man. We thought we did pretty good, but we also thought we could do a lot better. So we're actually going to go for a second run on that same spot, turn the DA up a little bit and see how a second set of passes goes. And ultimately we ended up trying a different combination to see if we got a better result, as you'll see here soon. So you're seeing me check the temperature of the paint here. When the paint gets warm, like it is here, you gotta learn how to walk away from it. You don't want to risk damaging the clear coat, burning through the paint potentially. So I'm gonna make a decision to test on the other side of the tape here with a little bit different combination, mainly just a different pad that's a little bit different design. It's not that Eurofiber, and it's just a more of an orange, kind of a standard orange medium cutting pad. I brought this with me just in case. I try to have multiple pads with me, given whatever situation. Like I said before, you're never going to have the exact right single combination for every single job. So it's good to have options available when you're arriving, especially considering the customer initially wasn't planning to get a paint correction. They ended up getting one in the moment. So I'm glad that I had some options on me. So just wrapping things up on this test spot here. We ended up being very happy. I ended up being very happy with the results I was getting with this particular combination, at least where this set of defects was concerned. I actually finished most of the car with the Eurofiber 3D1 combination, since most of the car was not nearly as bad as this, but for this particular set of scratches, we made some pretty impressive ground, as you can see here. Not completely gone, too deep for that, but to the naked eye and the average viewer, very much improved. And that's a wrap. It was a lot of work, but seeing the paint look this good makes it all worth it. If you're in the Tampa area and you want this done for your ride, head over to blackbeltauto.com or check the link in the description. This has been John with Black Belt Auto Detailing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.